But anyway,
yes,
we now have Daniel Accra in the building.
Yay.
Mr. Blackjack, producer extraordinaire. How long has it been, mate?
Since the last time I came to the studios, I think a year ago.
Was it a year?
A year. I checked the other day.
Yeah, so that would have been pretty soon after it started to lift up and we were starting to allow people back in.
Yeah, I think that's right.
So tell us, what you've been up to.
What have I been up to? Well, collaborations, few remixes here and there, working on my own stuff as well, like original material.
Yep.
I've got I've got a release in the pipeline, which I'm still working on at the moment, and hoping to get that out before the year's out.
Before the year's out, so
that's an instrumental.
Just to warn you, we're nearly at the end of October.
Yeah, that's right.
Just giving you a slight warning.
Okay, I say November.
Wow.
November.
Okay.
I'm aiming for that. But yeah, also.
So is that a lot of work or?
Most of the work's done. It's just got to get it all like mixed and masters. That's not a long job, but.
And for someone like you, it's just
I've got a good team behind me.
So, you have a team?
Yeah, I have a little team.
Okay, I didn't know you had a team.
Well, I do the producing, but when it comes to the mix and mastering, then it's
okay,
professionals. But
So you want to give them a shout?
Yeah, Tony Ecomides. He's the guy who does the mastering.
No pressure, mate, for you to remember names. Put you on the spot, but that's how it runs.
He's the guy who does the mixing and mastering, and then obviously I do the producing at home, and then send it to him to do the rest. But yeah. And
like we said before, you've been doing this for many years, haven't you? You've been kind of like dabbling in music from a young age.
Very young age, yeah. Since the age of 4.
Age of 4.
Age of 4. That's when it all began. But then obviously
you basically learnt to walk.
Yeah.
Got the walking down and went, what shall I do next? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to produce music.
Yeah. So obviously, again, as the story goes, got my dad's organ player. We was, as kids,
did you call it an organ player? You did just call it an organ player.
Yeah, electronic organ. Mate.
Is it a church organ?
No. They wouldn't. They're not full on massive. Not one of them ones. But no.
I thought in the trade they call them keyboards. Don't they call them keyboards?
Nah, this was a proper one, like from the 70s.
There was a name for the organs, wasn't there? There's You should know because you know all the organs, but you used to ask for them for Christmas. I never used to get them, but.
The keyboard?
Keyboards, yeah. But the organs,
these ones were the electronic ones with the beats on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had one of those ones.
Yeah. That's what I would have had.
I used to just dabble in those
I ended up buying my kids.
Okay.
All 3 daughters got one.
Okay.
I think probably one of them actually spent some time and learned some things on it.
Yep. Okay.
And then they just sit under the bed for the next 5 years.
Yeah. But this one was, I'm talking, it's quite a big, big piece of kit.
Equipment.
And, yeah. As kids come home from school, straight on the organ, sometimes fight with my sisters who wants to go on it. And then, just make our little tunes. And
you obviously started off with keyboards, organs, pianos. I'm saying pianos.
Just we had the organ, so that was.
Can you play the piano? Is the question really?
Well, I can't read music.
You can't read music.
Do it by ear. So.
But if you were to go to a piano, you could pull off.
I could dabble a tune. Yeah, I could do a tune.
What about other instruments?
No. I've always wanted to learn the guitar, like the bass or, just the guitar, man. I wanted to do that. I was interested in that. Drums as well. As
a producer, I would guess it helps to be able
of course.
To be able, and to read music.
Yeah, it does help, of course.
You're going to teach him some music, because this is our language specialist.
Right? When you say teach him music or teach him language? Which one you talking about?
The language of music, as in written notation music.
Well, it's funny because you just said that you can't read music, but
I just play by ear.
By your ears.
Yeah.
Now, so your ears can read music.
Yeah.
Well,
as long as he's got his glasses on.
Yeah, but that's what it sounds like. Because not taking a piss on that. Sorry. It's not being funny or nothing. But for you, because I'm thinking myself, then if you can't read the music, but yet you still understand it, but then how are you reading it with your ears?
Well, I mean, I've again grown
You
up
hear
listening
it.
to a lot of music and different
you
genres.
just know.
different styles,
You just
different-
know. That's what you're saying to me, innit?
I mean, God bless me with.
Well, talking about God, you come with me and we'll see my mother, and I'm sure she could put you on, shine light on you. But she needs to shout at me.
Well, you need
still,
some
but-
forgiveness after that statement you said just now. And you said sorry to me, not the listeners.
Sorry, listeners. I'm God. I'm mommy and daddy. And the rest of my brothers and sisters. Anybody else I say sorry to?
But what I say when you're questioning that is a
Yeah.
good point. Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder's blind,
Yeah. So
So-
right. So you have to do it.
and he can play
Ears.
the piano. He can play.
Yeah. So you got a long way to go still.
You got to
Yeah,
make
in-
yourself.
in-
proud.
always try-
instrument style. Then didn't say guitar. You said guitar. You want to play?
Yeah, guitar, drums. I'd like to
Yeah.
learn one day. I mean,
It'll happen, blood.
yeah.
Because you're in the music thing and you
Yeah.
ain't going nowhere. So
And you're,
it'll
wearing,
happen.
and you're wearing your glasses on your ears.
That's
so
right.
You're doing well on that.
Yep.
As long as they're not covered over, you're good.
I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to play your first track that you
Okay.
brought in. So I want you to introduce it.
Okay.
And who this artist that you've collaborated with.
Okay, so hey guys, so yeah, this is a remix of Bristol artist Michaela Fedesco, Spin It Round. So this is my remix. Yeah, check it out. See what you think.
You know to make it right. You're losing my respect now over time. 'Cause I've been trying harder than you know to make it right. I think you know now not to spin around, spin around. I think you know now not to spin around, spin around. I think you know now.
loving this track. Spin It Around.
Nice.
Blackjack remix with Michaela Bedesco. Hey, did I say it right?
That's correct.
Hey.
Yeah.
I didn't even practice it. I just
good.
nailed it
Just
first
nailed
time,
it, yeah.
one time.
Perfect.
It's all that practice we did with all those lyrics that we did the other week, Boots. See?
Okay.
That ABC thing that we did?
yeah,
See, it works.
yeah,
It
yeah,
works.
yeah.
Fidesco.
That's the one.
Anyway, so let's just quickly go back to that track a sec. So that track, how did you two link up? What made that happen?
What made that happen? Well, she knows my sister, my older sister Ruth. Big
shout out to Ruth.
Big shout out to Ruth. Yeah, she's been singing with Ruth for quite a long time, like, you know, doing gigs and that. So Michaela had an album out, and she was working on a few tracks. Let me start again. She was working on some tracks for her album, and she asked me to do backing vocals. I was a bit like, I don't know, I'm still a bit rusty on my vocals. But then later on, she said, "Oh, I'm looking for some remixers to remix some of my tracks." And she said, "Oh, would I like to do a remix?" I said, "Okay, give it a go." And so I picked about 3 songs and narrowed it down to 1, obviously. And I was like, "Yeah, I like this one. I'm gonna see what I could do." And it just flowed.
I can understand why that track is a bad track. I like the sound of it, and how it's mixed in with your remix. Is quality. And while we're talking now, because we kind of fitted you in today to get you in here and get you in, and we're going to bring you in the new year, because because you give yourself a deadline of the end of the year to have that finished. So we're going to have you in, and you're going to give you the proper slot, which is the after 8 slot. You know what I mean?
Appreciate that, man.
That's when Boots has finished chatting by then.
He's rolling his eyes right now.
But anyway, I'm going to play 2 more of your tracks in the background while we're talking, because these are your remixes. This is music that you've produced.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
Yeah, that's right.
So this one is My Stereo.
Okay.
Tell me about it.
That was just like, you know, spur of the moment thing. I was just, you know, making my beats, and I thought, what can I add to it to up it a bit? I thought, okay, I'm gonna do some jazz scatting. I mean, I'm a big fan of George Benson.
Yes.
And obviously he does his scatting, and I thought, in my head, it sounds good. It sounds all right, but recording, I've never recorded that before. With this tune, I thought, I've done the tune already. I was like, I'll try.
You can hear some scat. I'm
it.
expecting you to start scatting over this now.
Oh, I can't. You know, I mean, it worked out. I was quite surprised, and I mean, I'd added a few things. I was like, "Ooh, that's actually sounding good." So the track just it come out how it did, and I was happy with it.
And we can utilize all your mixes, the ones that you've got no singing on, for all our sort of like breaks and stuff like that. Especially when Boots gets on his guru bit. When he gets onto his guru bit, you gotta have the right music. For me, this has got Boots guru all over it.
Right.
What do you say, Boots?
I ain't gonna say no. I ain't gonna knock it, but yeah, because it's good to have a different.
So I'm gonna get a message in a minute from Nitro to say, "Why is Boots so quiet?" You know that. So
well, yeah, it's real. But
so have you got any questions for?
Off the top of my head, I don't. You know.
Okay.
No, I don't. To be honest, I ain't gonna make things up neither. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to think of answers already.
Yeah, for real. But like,
you know.
but
Come with it. Come on, you be.
Bridget, if there was something to give him, I'll give him. But there ain't nothing to give, because I think you said it all.
Okay.
Anyway, and I think you've answered it all still.
And I've been told.
I can come with you, and I'll get Boots in on it. So who's got a question?
No, he's got one. But you've been told what?
So when I've had this tune played out on the radio, then they mentioned, there's elements of George Benson and Al Jarreau. I was a bit like, okay.
Who picked up on it?
This one station, what station? MGR, it's the internet. I think
Internet radio.
Yeah, and they heard, the DJ heard it, and he was like, yeah, Al Jarreau and George Benson. I was like, okay. It's obviously worked out. Like, they're my favourites. So
both of them your favourites?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, growing up, again, my dad, George Benson fan, and that just, listen to all the records.
Yes, man.
Inspired me to do my music.
It's not a bad artist to put into your brain, is it?
I was surprised by that. I thought it's paid off. The scouting paid off.
Yeah, for real. And you can if you sit back there and just listen and talk, and we're talking, I'm hearing it. So it's So a question I have for you.
Yeah.
I asked it off air because I didn't want to do it on air. Sport. What sport have you got? And his answer was, what was his answer, Boots?
Well, his answer was more a screw up face.
Screw up.
There wasn't no answer. It was just a strictly screw up face to say then.
I mean,
The answer I was expecting is music is my sport. That's what he said.
my main
No, that was after you asked him about football and rugby.
I mean,
True?
to add to that answer though, I do like a bit athletics, 100 meter sport, 100 meters
Sprint.
That's my one.
Okay.
Yeah.
You like athletics,
Yeah.
Field.
Yeah.
Field. Anything that's running and jumping.
Yeah,
and
running. Mainly the running, innit? Always the 100
short
meter
distance.
sprint. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're all done quick.
Yeah.
Quick and fast. Yeah. Rapido.
Yep. I was one of them kids in the school, always 100 meter sprint. I was there.
Aye.
Yeah. Competition with other kids as well.
Did you bounce around
I
like
was
this?
first.
This track, bounce, you get me?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's coming up.
Yeah, that's now. This is.
Oh, nice.
So this is another of your remixes.
This is original track. With
Original
vocal
production.
samples that I chopped up, and cooked it up.
And what inspired you on this one?
Mate, it was just, come up with a dance beat, and I was like, okay, what elements can I add to it? And I heard the vocals, I was like, oh, that works, and it just all gelled together.
Magic.
Yeah, because if it wasn't happening,
Yeah.
I'd scrap it and start something else.
For real.
Do you not think it's not? You never scrap it. You just put it to the side because you can always.
For a long, long time since I started properly focusing on producing, if the tune ain't happening, it goes to the bin. I start fresh. I don't go back. I never go back to it.
Because I've heard different producers say different things with that. Some people say when it ain't working, you put it to one side.
That's right.
And then 5
like
years
my
down the
friend.
line, this thing comes in your head and you go, oh, that reminds me. And then they go and they go, oh, it works.
Yeah. For me,
Fresh over time.
if it ain't happening, it goes to the bin. It's gone, and I start fresh. But
Everyone's their own producer, man. So you do what
We all
works
work
for you.
differently.
Yes.
See, my friend, he'll keep his project and then work on it maybe days later.
Yeah.
Whereas me, I scrap it.
Press on.
And usually, the better track comes on after scrapping.
And he was saying that he gets a bit nervous about being on the radio. Honestly, don't see any nerves coming from you at all.
I think this one's going better than the last one, but it was all good.
Yeah, the last one was good.
Practice makes perfect.
True, man. Definitely.
And how many times you been on the radio now? Because you've done other radio stations.
Obviously twice now with BCfm.
Which is the main one. And also you're going out on Crystal Love. You're streaming live on Crystal Love right now.
Oh, nice.
So a big shout out to the Crystal Love.
Big shout out to Crystal Love, and thank you for having me over here. Good fun, man.
We'll get you back on when you've done. So just to wrap it up, basically, I want to know what is your next year's plan? What are you looking to do? What's inspiring you? I know you got to run off and do that finish because you're obviously October's nearly done.
Yeah, get the EP. Well, not EPs. It was originally an EP, but now it's a 2-track single. Get that finished. I'm collaborating with a few artists, so getting their projects finished. And just getting all these little projects finished before the year's out, releasing music at the beginning of next year. And hopefully we've got a few bits and bobs in the works, but at the moment it's at the stage where it's not quite ready. So get it finalized, if that makes sense.
Yes, man. Okay. Definitely.
Well, it's been a pleasure having you on. I'm sorry we crushed it into that first
It was fun.
section.
I'm happy to be here, and again, thank you.
You got to make sure your days off land on a Tuesday.
It's all, who knows what's going to happen next year, but at the moment, my days off are, I'm sorry.
Quick question, what do you do other than music?
I'm a support worker.
Support
Care and support worker.
So you're on like different shift patterns?
It's night shifts. It's usually, at the moment, my rota's the same, so I know where I am with things, but
So you get a big respect for being a support worker in that area as well.
Appreciate it, man.
Because people don't get enough respect for that.
I appreciate it.
And you get deliver music as well. You're supporting in many, many ways.
And I'm a father and a husband. How it is. You know, yeah.
Supporting everywhere, mate.
I'm blessed.
Left, right, and centre. Anyway, it's a pleasure having you on, mate. And we will have you again in the new year.
Looking forward to
2023.
23.
I'm not going to say anything because last time when I did that 2020 business, going back then, and I said, oh, that's got a good sound to it, 2020.
Yeah.
And then we went into COVID and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not saying anything.
Okay, cool.
So until that time, I'm going to go into an old school track for you.